Yo, dude. Today we're gonna break down what flirting is, what role it plays in dating, and how to flirt without awkwardness, cringe, or boredom. And let's set honest expectations for this video. I'm not some testosterone-filled giga-chad. I'm a gentle, beaten romantic. And this video is for those who approach girls or guys focusing more on the actual person, not just their tits and dicks. So I won't be teaching you hardcore, direct flirting like Divertitito or royalty. This is more subtle and for the shy ones. Cool? Let's move on to the theory part. How flirting dynamics work. Flirting is a quick and light way to show someone, a classmate or whoever, that you see them not just as a nice person, but also as an attractive woman or man. The two keywords here are quick and light, and you really need to understand them. Why quick? Because the whole point of flirting is to signal romantic interest, but without overwhelming the person, like what happens after mile-long love confessions. You have to give them space to respond and get back into the flow of conversation. To explain it in practice, imagine a conversation with a girl is like a ping-pong game. You say something fun, she responds. You hit the ball, she hits back. If your flirtation drags on, like you go on for 30 seconds telling her how cute, unique, and unlike anyone else she is, then it's like throwing a football instead of a ping-pong ball. She might not know what to do with it. So if you want to express interest or excitement about seeing her, keep it simple and focus on something specific. Like, damn, I love your Witcher references. I'd totally play it with you. Let her respond, then get back to the original topic, like asking her when she played Witcher, what quest she liked, etc. Now, the second keyword, light. Why should flirting be light? Let me ask you a question. What's the point of any date, conversation, or hangout? Think about it and maybe even comment your answer. Help this vid get some engagement. Thanks in advance. Anyway, the point of all these hangouts and convos is to enjoy the moment. Chill, involved, and relaxed. But if flirting becomes too pushy and direct, your date can turn from a fun vibe to a low-key job interview. The girl won't be thinking, I'm having a good time, but how do I present myself? How do I not seem too manly? And you'll be stuck in your own head analyzing everything. So yeah, direct flirting like, let's go use our genitals is bold. But I don't go for that. I believe great romance grows first from great human conversations, and only then from a sprinkle of flirtation, some touches, and kisses. Now, my favorite topic, screw-ups. What makes flirting feel awkward? First, let's look at interaction level stuff like facial expressions. Then move to your mindset. A splayed emotional flatline or affect. When people talk naturally, emotions shift all the time. Light smiles, shy glances, laughing at dick jokes. You're emotionally close, both in words and in vibes. But sometimes people freeze up and put on a static smile. Want me? And you can't even tell why. Maybe it's nerves, fear of showing real feelings, or they're taking smile more advice too literally. Either way, this fake smile just feels off. Smack between words and emotions. If you say a girl is cute and elegant, but do it with a dead serious face and no expression, or say you love life but your tone says the opposite, that's a disconnect. This works for movie villains like Joker or Patrick Bateman, but in real life, it's weird, especially on dates. Besides those, there are other issues I'll throw on screen but can't be arsed to explain again. Let's move on to where all this awkwardness comes from. Over-trying. You're trying so hard to be liked, to impress, to create the perfect vibe for her, that you spend half the date physically there and the other half stuck in your head. And she stops seeing you as a real person. That's when things get awkward. Let's talk mindset level awkwardness. Self-pity. Some guys try to get sympathy. Like when convos about dating preferences or fetishes suddenly become sob stories. Girls always reject me, or all Tinder girls are dumb. If that's just part of your story and you own it, fine. But if that pain becomes your whole identity, nah. You don't need to lie and pretend you're some sexy beast all the hot moms love. Just don't beg for pity. Flirting is about two equal people engaging equally, not one begging for affection from a stronger person. I've made 2 whole videos about this desperate for attention topic. You know where to go if that's you. Over-objectification. Here's the paradox. You do need to see someone as a romantic sexual being for flirting to happen. But don't overdo it. Compliment behavior or things they worked on, not just genetics. People love being praised for stuff they actually chose. So say something like, "Damn, you have great taste in dresses, a bit feminine and a bit elegant," or "You and Huggy Wuggy look adorable in those pics. I want to squish you both." Say it lightly. Don't act like this is a life or death declaration. Throw out a compliment or a "let's hang at your place" and move on with the convo. And yeah, you can always change the tone of a flirt. Add irony, self-irony, sarcasm, swearing, whatever fits you. The point isn't to memorize lines from some YouTuber named Artyom. The point is to find what feels natural to you. So let's talk. How do you learn to flirt? Like I just said, flirting is all about your personal vibe, not perfect pickup artist templates. This and other videos are just introductions. The real stuff comes from experience. Some guys think flirting means turning into another personality, but it's actually your own personality, just in a romantic context. Don't pretend to be a dominant alpha chad just because someone said that's what works. Find what's fun and natural for you. From theory to practice, try different styles. Be soft and shy one time, then go wild and say, "Damn, you're such a smoke show." Literally those words. Use Sid Meier's advice. Yeah, the civilization guy. If you're testing something, don't tweak it 5%. Change it 2 to 3 times to really feel the difference. He was talking game balance. I'm talking flirting. So flirt way more or way less and see how that feels. How girls react. Sometimes we're afraid to play around with styles because we overvalue flirting, like it's a logic puzzle. Say this, touch here, boom, love. Nah. Reality check, flirting doesn't make someone like you. If a girl's just not into you, maybe your face or vibe just isn't her thing, no flirty words will save it. Best case, she talks to you longer before saying no. Even great flirting won't override a girl's deep impression of your personality, looks, or whatever else matters to her. Sometimes it's not even your fault. The girl might just be confused about what she wants. You could be cool as hell, smooth as butter, and it just doesn't click. That's normal too. Now, if a girl does like you already, yeah, bad flirting can mess it up. Like if you make her uncomfortable or overshare about your Hummer stories. But usually, you don't need perfect flirting. Girls feel when guys are flirting, even if it's awkward, even if she's unsure afterward. You only lose her interest if you never show yours, not on date 1, 2, or 3. So just try. Don't overthink it. Enjoy yourself.